Good morning or afternoon. We're back.
As much as we can be.
Well, we've spent the last 30 minutes, if you're watching, trying to get everything to work after not having done anything for a while. Let me check that.
Technical malfunctions.
What have you been up to, Tim?
As much as we can be. Well, we're still monitoring our system here, evidently.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you to talk. So say hi to the people.
Hi, people. Well, what have I been doing? That's a big question. Mostly doing work stuff and traveling all over the world doing work stuff. And evidently, we've got beat up by having to do work instead of doing our podcast stuff.
Yep.
That seems strange how it happened to both of us kind of at the same time.
It's been a rough go. Hey, Sean, I see you're out there watching. What does our audio sound like? He's not
How long has it been?
It's been a good month.
It's been more than a
It
month.
may have been 6 weeks, man. 8, maybe 2 months.
Feels like
Years.
years.
Well, I don't know what this audio is going to sound like. We're going to give it a shot.
Well, it sounded all right when you had it on the phone.
Yeah, but I think yours is picking mine up, and it's this weird deal. But it may have an echo, guys. If we have an echo, just forget about it. Don't worry about it. We're not going to be on here terribly long today. We really wanted to make an appearance so y'all could see our pretty faces, and just let you know that we're still around. Today's Good Friday, which is awesome. You're looking at me like you don't even know what Good Friday is, Tim.
Well, nobody else seems to know what Good Friday is,
Yeah.
so why should I?
Tim was in lamentation today about stuff not being closed that used to be closed and that sort of thing.
Interesting.
It is interesting. It's just where we are as a culture, I suppose.
Yeah.
What I did want to talk about, I'm just going to pick your brain. We'll take about maybe 10 minutes and before our time is up, but Sean says there's a new stop motion of the version of the Crucible's fire. What does that mean, Sean?
When you're going live and you don't hear anything, nobody talking, the professional term for that is dead space.
Dead space. And maybe today we're going to have quite a bit of it.
What happens when you have to monitor yourself while you're doing the show?
Yeah, because our producer, Sean, went and got a real job where he had to go.
Disloyal individual. I can't believe he did that. Run the whole ministry.
Yeah. Well, let's just do this. Let's start off by talking about what's going on in the ministry. You just got back from a place, we haven't talked about that, but you did some training. I mean, we can't really talk about where you went. We talked about that the last time we were on.
Nicaragua. Oh, well, yeah. So yeah, I went to Nicaragua.
You
That's
heard
where I was.
nothing.
Yeah. And in theory, so to speak, I'll be going to Guatemala in about the third week of May. There is a Way of the Cross is doing another missionary training school in Guatemala, and they've asked me to come down there and do a little teaching to the students.
When are you doing that? You don't have to tell the dates, but is it soon?
Well, in theory, it's the third week of May.
Well, we're excited about that. Another thing that's going on in the ministry is I'm doing a discipleship class at Cross Brand.
Yeah.
Cross Brand, and it's going really well. We're in like week 3. We're going to skip Easter and go and do that. Really happy about that. But we're also going to take that material. It's going in the app. It's also going on the prison tablets. So that's going to be exciting. Got that going on. We just sent I think we wound up doing about 1,200 Bibles out for March Madness. It was just over. That was really awesome. The House of Hope down in Madisonville.
Well, it has been over a month since we've done this.
Yeah, it's been like 6 weeks. Yeah.
Because I was off in
Tim
La
Buck
La
too.
Land out there doing work stuff and just following the March Madness, and I didn't even get involved in it hardly.
Yeah, that's it. Y'all heard it here first. Tim said he just was barely involved. But there just seems to be a lot going, and then we've actually pulled back some too, just from the podcast. Just life has happened. I know you've had work. I've had work. I've got a new position at work. It's not
Yeah,
quite
that's
as
what's really
free.
kind of messed up
so we're
schedule
gonna-
was, but
We're going to work that out. We're going to figure out a time where we can maybe record ahead of time and stuff when we've got better schedules. But
or you could throw in some advice on that. So we may have to do
Yeah.
it like on a Friday evening or a Saturday sometime or another. Would you still prefer it live, or do you want us to record it and put it back out there? That's
yeah, I mean, most of our listeners, I think, hear us or see it on replays. We don't usually have a whole lot, and especially like today, if our audio is all trashy, it's going to be bad. I think your audio is good, mine's not. The video is not as great as it ought to be, but we did want to I can see us here. Look, we're frozen on Facebook, and I don't really know why. It's not doing well, but it's just where we are, guys. Welcome to live TV. Well, and I'll tell you what, since we're having technical trouble, I'm not just going to beat down and belabor the point. We just wanted to touch base and say we are still here. We are working on getting our schedule worked back out, and we'll do better with the audio and figure out the